The Yankees received massive news. We're going to go over what that news is in just a few moments. But before we get into the video, I have to talk to you guys about some real life stuff. If you don't mind, I apologize if this isn't your cup of tea, but I just want to talk about this, okay? My family, specifically my brother-in-law, suffered a loss. He lost his mom. His mom passed on. And this is somebody who I would see, over the holidays and at my nephew's baseball games. And she was, just a wonderful person, a very sweet person. I'm just asking you guys to pray for my brother-in-law, my sister, my niece and nephew, because they're going through it right now. I'm a little bummed myself. And my heart breaks for them. And I'm just asking you guys, please keep them in your prayers. Okay? And that would mean a lot to me. I don't do this stuff. I don't like to air out real life stuff. But in this case, I wanted to. And I wanted to share that with you guys. So it's been a little rough today. It's tough coming on here and talking about the Yankees without thinking about that part of it. Like I said, she was a wonderful woman. She was fantastic, and I'm just asking you guys to pray for my brother-in-law and his family. And he's a huge reason, a huge influence in my life as to why I love the Yankees so much. So I just asking you guys that favor if you can. Thank you guys so much for letting me say that. And now let's get on with the video. So the Yankees got massive news. Giancarlo Stanton is going on his little rehab assignment, and he could be back soon. Now, what does this mean for the lineup? What does this mean for guys like Ben Rice, for Jason Dominguez, Trent Grisham, guys that when Giancarlo comes back is going to affect their playing time because you have to find these guys at bats. Grisham, as I've said yesterday in my video, he's kind of come down to earth a little bit. I don't really necessarily think that you should wheel him out there as an everyday player. I think Dominguez should get the majority of that playing time because he's your future. Trent Grisham, sadly, is not. I love Grish. I think he's fantastic. He's a wonderful defender. When he goes on a bender, he goes on a bender. We saw at the beginning of the year. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's the player he truly is. And right now he's slumping a little bit, but he won't be a Yankee next season. So just move on. Have him, play on Dominguez's off days or whoever needs a day off that day. But I think Dominguez needs the majority of those at bats. So now you throw in Giancarlo Stanton into the mix. Now it's like, it kind of throws a wrench into things. Sure, but not really. I'm going to explain. Giancarlo adds that right-handed bat that Brian Cashman is looking for. Now it's not a right-handed bat who plays third base or second base. He's going to DH. But it's that right-handed bat that this lineup really, really needs. You got Ben Rice, Trent Grisham, Cody Bellinger, Austin Wells, or JC Escarra, and Jazz Chisholm. All in the lineup. Maybe not all at the same time, but 4 out of those, maybe 6 guys will be in your lineup every day. Maybe you put 5 of those guys in. So you need Giancarlo to kind of break that up a bit. Obviously, you have Aaron Judge too, Anthony Volpe in that lineup, but you need Giancarlo to break up that monotony of left-handed hitters in that lineup. Now, Giancarlo Stanton, I know some of you, for some reason, don't really like him all that much. And listen, that's fine. For me, Giancarlo is kind of foolproof, if you will. Last year, man, he had a wonderful season for us. And he hit 27 home runs, a 770 OPS. He played well. And in the postseason, he was wonderful. 7 home runs in 14 games in the postseason, over 1,000 OPS. He was really, 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 really good for us. He carried us through those first 2 rounds. Then that World Series, if we won game 1, his home run was the deciding factor of Game 1 of the World Series. And we should have won that Game 1. I'm not going there. Let's relax. But Giancarlo coming back, number one, he's a great guy to have in that clubhouse. And he's been in that clubhouse, right? He's been in that clubhouse recently during his injury. So it's not like he's been totally absent, but him being there as a player is a little bit different. And him being in that lineup will be a little bit different. Very important piece of that lineup. Now, like I said, what happens with a guy like Ben Rice, who's having a good year, 12 home runs, hitting 241, 825 OPS? Ben Rice, he's part of your future too. You're going to have to find him at bats. Where do you find those at bats? Cody Bellinger, 261, 9 home runs, 35 RBI, a 790 OPS. I think Bellinger, he kind of stays in there. You don't take him out. But when you're going through this rotation of players that you have, I mean, he might lose some at-bats too. And then Trent Grisham, this season, having a good year, 13 home runs, 27 RBI, 825 OPS. But he started off the year super hot, kind of went down a little. So you bring back Giancarlo, which I think you should. You have to. He could contribute in a big way. And by the way, his career OPS against left-handed pitching, 951. So he excels against the lefties, and that's good because if you're going to bench Dominguez against a lefty, you have Giancarlo who could go in there. And then you could play Grisham. You could play Cody. You could play those guys. And then Dominguez, you play him against right-handed pitching, what he excels at. So having Giancarlo, in a way, helps that issue out where Aaron Boone wants to have more right-handed hitters in his lineup against left-handed pitching. So with Giancarlo added to this lineup, you have that. So maybe instead of Ben Rice, you have Giancarlo in that lineup against a lefty. And then Grisham, you have him out there in center field. That's just the direction I think the Yankees should go. But I'm not going to discount Giancarlo Stanton, his return. It's pretty big. And he's an important cog in this machine here if the Yankees are going to potentially win the whole thing. And I think, in a way, not saying this was done on purpose. I'm not saying that he's faking the tennis elbow. That's not what I mean. But putting Giancarlo on ice for as long as they did, they want to have him for, number one, the important months, and number two, the most important baseball of the year, which is postseason baseball. That's what they want him for. So you're preserving him for that time. And Giancarlo, what if he comes out and hits you 30 home runs? I think he could. So he's coming back. He's coming back soon. He's starting his rehab assignment with the Somerset Patriots. I wonder if they're playing in Somerset. Maybe I'll go. I'll catch a game potentially. Let me know what you guys think about this, though, down in the comments. Listen, I apologize for bringing in real life stuff a little earlier on today, but in the video. But honestly, I really don't apologize. It's something that the family is going through, and this stuff is never easy. And as a community, just in general, we need to come together and support people and support each other. And I think, hey, why not just share with you guys what's going on behind the scenes? Because it sucks, and it's not easy. It's not the fact of that the person's gone. It's the fact that you're watching your loved ones who were very close with this person having to go through that pain. And like I said, I saw her at Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Memorial Day, my nephew's baseball games, my niece's chorus concerts. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, as I said, if you guys can, just pray for them. That would really mean a lot. But listen, I want to know what you guys think down in the comments about Giancarlo returning. If you think that this is big news if you think that it's important for the Yankees lineup, or is it going to cause issues? I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.